You want to start out today?
Not really.
I see what it is. You only like to play games you like to play.
It's
I get
true.
it. I get it. I see what you're doing here. I understand. I get it. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It has been gotten. Well, you get to do the recording then, so don't forget to record cutscenes and shit.
Oh god, cutscenes.
Yeah. Or important dialogue that happens while other things.
Is there important dialogue in
I
this
don't
game?
know. Oh, I can feel your cynicism.
Not to be... I mean, there was this person who was... Like, they had this Twitter post, and they're like, my mom is playing Final Fantasy 15, and it's really neat, and kind of, this is like her first video game, and she's really kind of engaging with it in a way that I haven't seen her do it before, and it's real nice, and it's like, people are allowed to like this game.
Uh-huh. Just not you.
It's just I don't like it.
Okay. I got it. I understand. And you don't want to play it. Okay, cool.
Correct.
Great. Well, you don't want to play personally. Like, we're going to finish this game.
Right.
So, we're heading in this direction.
Yes. The other one is like the car? Or just like some abstract pointer you
It's a map pointer, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I forgot where we are. I forgot how to do things already. I say already, but it has been...
Isn't like circle attack?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah, we're like in the middle of the fighting section. Oh, I actually did look it up.
Oh god.
Smoke.
Amazing.
Where's it coming from?
Right there?
And what does that even do? I looked it up, and one of the things that was patched during this patch...
There's no way through this.
You just walked through some of it, though.
Well, it attacked me.
Well, you can't say I didn't warn you.
I think we can.
That was it? That was... Yeah, it poisons you.
Getting thicker by the second.
Right.
Need to stop it.
No shit.
Sure. When they did this patch that changed Chapter 13, one of the things they did was they buffed the ring damage by like 5 or 6 times.
What did I just pick up and why is there...
Reflex enhancer.
Oh, there's an
And
enemy.
it spawned monsters right there.
Oh, yeah. I can't... Oh, right, death.
Yes.
That was late.
So like, apparently in the unpatched version of this,
Oh, right.
like all of your attacks would just be doing like a fifth or a sixth of the damage.
Oh.
So that would be part of why people were all like, oh yeah, it's super tedious actually.
Oh, it's... So it's tedious because you're not doing any damage to any of the enemies.
Right, like remember when you were fighting like that, I don't even remember what it was, like the huge iron giant or whatever?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh yeah, you just do like a 6,000 damage attack and killed it. Like, that would not have been possible in the unpatched version, is my understanding.
Oh. Right. We probably wouldn't... It probably would have taken significantly longer to actually kill him.
Right. So much so that actually fighting would not have been, like, feasible.
Well, I can almost guarantee it's pointless to use an antidote.
Right. I mean, I was gonna say, like, don't you have... Isn't one of your magic abilities drain? Like, literally, like, drain HP from enemies?
I don't know. It's...
Would they even say in the game?
I don't know. I do not know.
Yeah.
There might be something under archives. No.
No.
Photos, dishes, and fishes. Yep,
Oh.
that sounds right to me. Shit.
I mean, at the very least, you can use a potion.
There's tutorials. Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah. Why don't we do that? Right.
I mean,
Should I check out this direction first? Yeah, of course.
I feel like it's like, oh yeah, you go and fight these enemies that end up in a blind corner, except you can see on the map that it's a dead end.
Oh, that was Drain.
Yeah.
Okay, so death is Drain.
Okay.
But I think you have to actually kill him. Muscle stimulant. What does that do?
Nothing. I mean, it might.
Boost
Okay, yeah,
attack.
it's an actual use item.
An actual thing that does a thing.
I suppose, like, I think I mentioned, several episodes ago and several months ago now, like, there are all those, like, building stones. And I was like, why are you getting building stones?
Yep.
And it's like, you only use them ever for magic.
Yeah, they're not for building.
Of course not. Why would you think they're for building? Just
Exactly.
because they're called building stones.
Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. That makes no sense at all. We can't have that. No. Goodness, no. You... almost. Why are you healing?
Don't you actually have, like, a weapon now, too? Isn't that the thing?
I believe I do.
On the left? Yeah.
You're right, I do have a weapon. Okay, fair point. Alright, cool. Okay, so there's something marked on the map here now.
Yeah, I think that might just be that thing.
Okay. I wonder if it was there beforehand.
Oh, who knows?
That's such a tease.
You're a T. Oh, Christ. Oh, wait. Oh, Christ. What? Ow. See if I can remember how to
I mean, the thing is, like, you can, but also you can just attack him 6 times, and that'll be enough damage to kill him.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
It's kind of like... I think also if they explode...
I think you have a point. I think they do.
So,
Or some of them do.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just like...
Good memory?
People complained about this chapter a lot, because this is like the part
Right.
where, it's super weird mechanically, but my reading is basically just like, this is the part where the half-baked nature of the game finally makes its way through to the gameplay, instead of just being, plot and setting and characterization. So it's like, yes, this is a weirder part mechanically, but it fits perfectly with the rest of the kind of broken mess that is this game.
Yeah. I guess. See, I can't remember. Are we playing on easy or not easy, but like the lowest setting that's not
I don't remember.
hand holding?
Because I know in the easy setting you literally cannot get a game over.
Yeah.
Um,
But as I believe you've stated before, you have a hard time believing that you can get a game over right now.
right. Seems kind of unnecessary.
Okay, so I'm going this way.
Oh yeah, and we also actually missed this entirely because it happened between recording sessions. But apparently for a while there was this poll on the title screen. They did a patch that the poll that was basically what should we add to the game in terms of new plot content for DLC? And it was did you really not have a plan here? And there were all sorts of things that were basically spoilers, even spoilers up to the point that we are now.
That's probably what it is.
And it was just
No, I guess not.
please give us ideas of what we need to do with this giant mess.
Well, that is your reading into it very much.
That is my reading into it.
Yeah.
But they have yet to, it's not great.
You do have a point. I very much. You brought up a point about the size of indie games.
Is this going to be one that's going to...
Looks like it.
Wow.
Yep. Well, he's weak to it. Isn't it? Wait, what? I don't know what he's vulnerable. It said he was vulnerable to something, but
I mean, again,
oh Christ!
Yikes. That seems like
Shock trooper.
one that might. Yeah, like
That is definitely suggestive. But apparently not going to do anything. Anyway, the size of and how well they like you were talking about Spec Ops: The Line, or yeah. Huh.
okay. I mentioned basically I know someone who basically wrote this criticism of Spec Ops: The Line. So it's basically Spec Ops: The Line isn't uniquely good at doing what it does and talking about how war is actually bad, and perhaps the narrative in games where you are kind of you should probably heal.
I'll be fine.
I mean, you will be, because even when you get killed, you can still do whatever.
Yeah.
But,
actually, I don't know if you can if you're in solo.
I mean, you I don't know.
Let's see. Look at stuff.
And what Spec Ops: The Line did with it did all these things with a relatively big budget game.
Yeah, and you did talk about this at length on camera.
Did I?
Yeah, I believe so. I'm not entirely sure about that. Oh wait, no. Were we talking on the phone when that happened?
I do not think this happened on camera.
Okay.
And
Oh.
so it's just like, I mean, I don't necessarily think that relates to Final Fantasy 15, but like I think a lot of the things it could do a lot better.
Yeah.
And it would not even need, this whole AAA budget to do so. It's just Square has been very bad at, like Square in the PlayStation era, came up with 7, 8.
Whoa! What the crap?
9, and Tactics.
Yeah.
And then like since then,
and then a bunch of other.
And then a bunch of other
games
stuff like that. I mean, but that's kind of unfair because that's like the golden age of Square. Is kind of early mid the PlayStation when they made a bajillion different games. They're all really well regarded even now.
What is going on?
It's not very clear.
It is, as they say, unclear.
And so but now with this, it's like this took 10 years to make, got renamed. Also the other game that was going to be the Final Fantasy 13. What was the other one going to be called? That ended up being. I guess
it was Versus and Agito.
Yes, and then they both ended up retitled and rebuilt to kind of not be that. Over the course of like 10 years. And they still ended up kind of weird.
Though technically, Agito is still fits in with that universe. Like that it's still supposed to be in that universe.
It's just renamed.
Really
Yeah.
are helpless without your friends babysitting you.
Possibly because of 13 did decently, but like had a lot. There's a lot of, it did pretty reasonable with sales if I remember correctly. But like there's a whole lot of backlash with like how linear it was and all that.
I mean, I believe it was Tim Rogers who actually wrote this huge thing about Final Fantasy 13.
Whoa.
Wrote this gigantic review that could just kind of mention like when they were making the game, they didn't really have any management direction, and what they ended up doing is, they ended up making up a whole bunch of content.
Doubts about your friends.
It's just saying this one line at a time.
I guess.
Okay.
This isn't where I need to go, but I think I should go this way anyway.
Sure, it's another save room.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you can do that.
And so like, they had no management direction. They had no clue of what they were like making things for. And so they're just like, we have this huge list of enemies that are modeled and have AI, and this huge list of areas. Let's just mash them together, and that's how we're going to get the game content.
Yep.
And apparently there was another big issue with just like, we don't know what the plot is going to be. So
Yeah.
all of the cutscenes are just going to be like us talking to each other going, we need to keep going. We have to keep on our quest. You know, like no nouns, no like character arcs. You know, nothing specific. Just like we sure do have to keep doing this thing.
This thing that we are doing.
Because when they were rendering the cutscenes, they just didn't know what the plot was going to be. And I feel like they have not solved that problem with this. Is basically what I'm getting at.
I feel like they did a significantly better job.
Oh, for sure. I mean, I never actually played 13. I just heard a lot of people complain about it.
Yeah.
And people have been complaining less about this, which...
It's funny, because overall, the scoring for this game was lower, I believe. But, you know, it possibly because of its development and the fact that it is so different from, you know, the previous entries in the series.
Is it?
Yeah? Yes.
I mean...
Gameplay-wise?
I mean, the thing is, yes, but also, like, Square has been leaning really heavily into, like, this kind of game anyway, you know?
Oh, you mean
like,
action?
Yeah, like all of the Kingdom Hearts games are this. This seems like the thing that they're trying to do now, especially since they're doing the Final Fantasy VII Remake in this style. Like,
yeah.
They're like, this is what a Square RPG is now. It's an action RPG with some light menu controls.
Yeah. Which I kind of like. They're really trying to appeal to a greater audience, which
sure,
you know,
and I mean,
better,
like
for better or worse.
I don't really have any complaints with the actual mechanical combat system, aside from I guess the controls being a little weird, but it's just not used very well.
Yeah.
Or like, I think I've mentioned this before. Like, there are all these things about weaknesses, and you're scanning all these enemies, but like, none of them have enough HP for that to matter.
Yeah.
And none of the...
That's weird. I didn't get a... Have I not been getting scored?
Oh yeah, you haven't been.
I didn't that time for sure. I forgot I can run. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, I don't even remember what I was talking about.
Okay, great.
I'm just kind of meandering on about how I don't like this game.
Yeah.
Which is maybe not the most engaging.
No.
But...
No. I think the one of the big problems with recent...
Tragedy could strike at any moment.
I wonder what's going to be behind this door.
Possibly tragedy. Or...
Probably tragedy.
A moment.
Is it going to be another elevator we're going to actually fall down instead of going up?
Probably.
Or is there going to be another...
Well, that one says down. Oh, it means there's something coming. Oh. Oh, great.
Like, you know, there are lots of games that kind of like... I mean, we've been playing Bloodborne, which definitely does not...
Ow!
You know, make this game compare well. Wow, that did a lot of damage.
I know. Oh, Jesus.
So now we're going to find out if you can... Yeah, you can Mega Potion or Elixir or whatever.
What do I need? I can do this, because...
Yeah.
See, I don't think you should be able to use a... I don't think you should be able to use what's the word? A Phoenix Down unless you have another member present to use it. You know what I mean? I don't know if that actually is a thing or not. Oh, Christ. That's bad. Ah! Should have seen that coming.
Probably heal again.
Yeah. Not going to the map. That was like blocking.
Right, but like, a lot of games, you know, like there are the Monster Hunter games, there are all sorts of like action games that have a better combat system. It's just the thing with this is that like it's intentionally been very, very simplified, right? Like I think we talked about like you basically have your spells, which are just like grenades.
Yeah.
And it's like there's not really a lot of tactics in the battle aside from just hit them.
Oh, okay.
I like how it teleports twice there. Like its dot on the map changes, but then it changes again to be right next to you.
I'll take a rain check.
Damn. I don't think I can actually beat him.
No, you're supposed to run into the elevator now.
Well, I'm gonna use this anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, now's a good time. Whew! And now he's gonna cut the elevator down. Alright, sorry.
I mean, just like this is a very simplified mechanical system anyway,
Yeah.
and so it's like you don't even have that kind of depth you get in like Monster Hunter, where you're always targeting
Must have gone out.
different
First
parts,
keys, now power. What next?
or you're targeting different parts, or like Dragon's Dogma, where there are all these kind of techniques where you can climb on the monsters,
Yeah.
or like all these
That noise.
various other
It's scary
things.
being on your lonesome.
Yeah. Let me guess. Oh, it's open.
Whereas it's just like, oh yeah, there are a bunch of kind of generic enemies, and
Can't see anything.
you can either hit them to kill them nearly instantly, or not, and that's it.
I guess.
Because like I feel like that's the weakness of RPG stuff translated into action RPG stuff. Because like, what makes an action RPG actiony is that you can actually dodge moves with your movement.
Yeah.
Like in Dark Cloud 2, there's
Oh, Christ! Oh, this is all bad.
nice. This is actually kind of neat. Incidentally, like I have been liking this section at least for its willingness to
Scare
do
the shit out of me?
some weirder stuff with its mechanics.
Yeah, actually, I agree too. I like this section a lot.
It's just like okay, so in Dark Cloud 2, there like someone can do a sword swipe at you and you can backflip out, and if your body is not touching the plane of the sword, it will not hit you. There's this situation where
Back. Christ.
whereas in this, it's still like these enemies are, this is an action RPG like interface, but I don't really have any expectation that you can dodge an enemy attack just by being far away from it. Like in the same sense that Final Fantasy 12 like had that visual interface for kind of you were walking around, but it was still just like it's still turn-based combat. Just have all of the turn timers are hidden. And so I feel like that's still what they're doing here, and not really a good plan.
I think I understand what you're saying. Like they're trying to combine the.
They're trying to combine it, but kind of like in a way that means the actual action mechanics don't really do anything aside from change the style of the game. Like when that big giant block thing shows up, right? What that means mechanically is like this enemy has an attack that is not something you can actually move out of the way of, really.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think what it means is that you can. It gives you the option to parry.
Yes.
But it's also something that. Yeah.
It means like it's a homing attack that is targeted on you.
Yeah.
So like basically what I'm saying is
Possibly, but I think you can actually move out of the way of those.
yeah, sometimes, but I mean that's not really the goal so much. Like this seems very focused on it, mostly being something that's kind of pretty strictly just like still RPG combat, only a little bit more real time.
Oh, Christ.
Ha! Can you heal out of this?
I don't know. This is a petrify,
Yes.
right? Petrification. Let me see. Nope.
Ha!
Okay. Well, that's me.
Woo! And the thing is, it also like, so this is kind of like the survival horror-y bit,
Yeah.
right? Where you're sneaking around and enemies are ambushing you, and like, it's not really mechanically supported in the same way that just hitting somebody is.
Yeah.
It's interesting that they're trying, but like, there's not as much mechanical affordance as you would perhaps want for this to be actually interesting.
What am I missing? Oh,
I mean, it
Christ.
just means the big monster. I mean, just run towards the, yeah,
The thing.
yeah.
That shouldn't really even stop him. The door's wide open.
Yeah, but,
Oh,
you
well.
know.
Oh, Christ! Well, that's a thing.